Warriors, July is Make a Difference in Children's Month. Did you ever hear of this initiative? Because I didn't even hear of it. How come we're not hearing about it? Let's review a couple of things. It's the beginning of July. Every day, every week, and every month should be make a difference in a child's life. I think you'll all agree with me on that. I want all of us to sit back, think about what is going on. There is so much being thrown at us. We're being deluged with information. For instance, Baymax, this idea of a non-binary Disney character giving advice in a new cartoon series to children about menstruation. Now, I bring this up because not that I want to give it attention and focus on it, but as an example. Here's what I do, Warriors. I ignore anything like that. Don't give it any attention. You have the power in your household to control what your children, what your grandchildren are watching, what they're looking at online, what they're doing, what they're reading. If we would all come together and make a commitment to block out all of this nonsense, that, education begins in the home. Education is up to us, not up to a certain extent. Well, these days, the school system, systems around the country, and also the media we can't rely on, also the entertainment landscape. Turn it off, block it out. Do not give it any kind of mind. It's up to us. What does this mean? Make a difference in a child's life. We are overwhelmed. We are distraught these days. Let's be realistic here, Warriors. The country is in a dire situation. This is not anything political. This issue of our children belongs to no political party. It is about the well-being and welfare of our future generation of adults. I am very concerned. I'm extremely worried. Why? I keep asking why there is so much dissension, why there's so much being thrown at our children, why they are the target, whether it is the school system, whether it is, Disney. Let's face it, Warriors. Disney, when you go back and review, we all grew up with, Disney for kids. Think about it. Go back and look at those movies, those messages. There was always something fearful, Lion King, for instance, and, the death of characters and Snow White. And think about it, scary stuff for little kids. Home Alone, the movie. Big fear, a child being left alone, left behind. Think about all of this. So what else can we expect is what I want to say about Disney. Don't talk about it. Don't tweet about it. Don't share it, on any of your platforms. And ignore it. Unless, of course, your child brings it up, then you need to have a discussion and be truthful. Don't over-explain and dismiss it. Any information about menstruation needs to come directly from you. And make a difference. Spend a couple of more minutes a day with your child or grandchild. Family members, if you can help out, aunts, uncles, step in, take an interest, a couple of minutes a day, an hour would be great, an hour a week. Mentor, see what's in your community. There is such a lack of resources. It is so disgusting and frightening to me that we in this country are not taking care of our most vulnerable, our children. Dismissed. Monies to other countries, monies for all, let's face it, these people flooding over our borders that are not coming here, legally. We're just giving them, but not to our own children. That is why it's up to each and every one of us to become a warrior. So I'm going to be pointing out this month, July, is Make a Difference in Children Month. Spend time with the children. Find an organization in your community, perhaps, where you can volunteer and read a book. I'll just leave it at that. Because you know what? We are being flooded. And I think it's because enough people, they don't fight back. Now, that being said, it's difficult when we have a media that is promoting these agendas towards our children. Online, we're being censored and we have agendas being promoted. Our government certainly seems to be promoting all of this. You must become a warrior in your own home and community. Find out what you can do for children. Donate. If it's something, there's a nearby shelter, something for children, something at a library, find out. Each and every one of us has a responsibility. Why are they doing this? I can't come up with any good answers except because they're getting away with it, because they want to affect our future generations. I will also remind you, in the United States in 2022, we have a youth mental health crisis that barely anybody is speaking about. Go to my Twitter, go to my Facebook. linswarriors.org is also the website. Look at what I put out there. I could sit 24 hours a day posting things, but warriors, who has time for that? I am needed in the field, as we say. So many children are being attacked online. They are being groomed online. They are leaving their homes and meeting strangers online. Look at the story I recently posted. Go to Twitter or Facebook, Lynn's Warriors, 16-year-old girl. When her parents found out she was missing, 16, she had been on the platform Omegle, Omegle. This Omegle is touted as talk to strangers because we all need companionship. Warriors, you know how dangerous that is. Remember, wherever the kids are, so are the predators. And it was found out that this teen had provided her home address and she disappeared. So dangerous. I dare say you bought these devices, you pay for the internet, you pay for the phones. You have every right to monitor, to look at, to know. And Omegle, this platform is so criminal. Talk to strangers? Now, of course, recently, I had looked at them a few months ago, noting their dangers. They put some new things on their front page, Omegle, saying they don't, I'm paraphrasing a little bit, tolerate child sexual abuse material, CSAM, and all of that type of thing. But you know what? So what? It's not good enough. Kids are signing on to these platforms that are meant for 13 and older by checking off a box. A lot of platforms are 18. Kids are checking off the box. There's no true verification. So what are we to do? We have to step in. We have to take action. You really want to make a difference in a child's life? Start at home with your own children. I don't care. Sit them down. Explain to them what's going on today in our country. Explain to them how they are the product and people are looking to use and abuse them. Warriors, I am here because I am on a mission to educate you and share with you information you may not hear anywhere else. So I want all of us, let's go. We cannot be complacent. We cannot sit back. We cannot say it doesn't matter, which I'm hearing a lot of. We cannot say I can't fight this. We can't. Each and every day is a new day and a new opportunity to take care of our children and our families. So let's use July, the starting off point. We're just into the new month right now. And let us take control. Let us engage, educate, and empower ourselves and our children. And don't let the lunacy, don't let all of this that is sucking everybody in, because I have many, many parents reach out to me and they don't know what to do. You actually do know what to do. Take the time, talk to your kids, get them off the devices. Kids are out of school now, which means when we know, here's a fact, when we know the average time spent online with teens, I'm going to approximate, because remember, we never know, warriors, these figures are always higher than studies show. When we know that teens 9 to 17 are spending about 8 hours a day on devices, including whatever in the school year was for education, gaming, their entertainment, socializing with friends, we know it's higher. And the shocking fact is kids 8 and younger The increase is almost 6 hours a day. Remember, that's what we know about. They're out of school. They're going to be spending more time online. I don't care. Back to basics. I wrote a newsletter about this 2 weeks ago. That is something you can do. Go to linswarriors.org, scroll down on the right side. It says e-newsletter, sign up. A lot of good information for you to use, again, that you're not going to hear about. Get the kids off the devices. Get them outside. I don't care if you live in the city, you live on a farm, you live in the suburbs. Older kids need to do some volunteer work. There's plenty of things they can spare and you can spare to encourage them an hour a week. Start now, back to basics. Get the kids outside. I don't care if you hand an 8-year-old a potted plant and say, plant this in the backyard, let them dig in the dirt. Bring kids to the park with, other family members and neighbors, let them run around. Get them off the devices. And something I never thought I'd have to say, but I do have to say it because it's 2022 and the predators are winning and nobody's really doing anything about it. Do not let the devices go into your children's bedrooms. All devices must be kept in public areas. That is where the trouble starts, what goes on behind the closed door. And I don't care if your teens yell and scream. Again, you probably paid for that device and the internet service. Take it away. Remember, the kids, they need our help. As much as we're overwhelmed, they're so overwhelmed. Remember again, warriors, we have a youth mental health crisis that nobody's talking about. Money should be spent on this. Why are 40% of the kids showing up in emergency rooms 11 and under that have tried to commit suicide or talk about suicide ideation? Start learning, warriors, because none of this is going away. You can see it. I can see it. It is speeding up. So forget all that nonsense. Put it to the side. It's annoying. It's horrifying. Don't dwell on, the drag queen story hour. Don't waste your brain power. Don't focus on Baymax from Disney. Again, I'm using these as examples, not that I want you to go look it up and talk about it. Keep the kids off the devices. Start with 20 minutes a day, work up to an hour a day. It's the summertime. Get out there. Go for a walk. Anything. Each and every day, it's up to us. It's July. We're in the second half of the year. Let's all become warriors. Let's all work together. And you know what? Focus on the kids. They need us. Always. Each and every day. It's 2022. You do not have a choice. Take action. Be a warrior.